Today we are going to check out how to calculate binary. Now this binary calculation, most of the times many people face problems how to calculate binary because the numbering system that we use in our day-to-day life is decimal numbering system. Where binary is getting used, I guess everyone knows about it. It's in computers. So whatever we have, the information, the transfer of the data, how it gets saved, finally it's nothing but zeros and ones. That is binary. Now why it seems to be pretty difficult? Because the numbering system that we know is made of total 10 numbers. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total 0 to 9 means 10 numbers. That is 10 digits. So that's why it is called as decimal numbering system. And when you talk about binary, we are aware that binary is made of only two numbers. That is 0 and 1. And that's it. Nothing other than that. Now when we say decimal 0 for binary, it's 0 only. When we say decimal number 1, binary, it's 1 only. But when it comes to decimal number 2, binary doesn't have any answer for that. So 0, 1, that's it. The numbering system within binary is finished. So for 2, the representation is 1, 0. That is next number which is made of only 1 and 0 combination. So after 1, it's going to be 10. That is according to us it's 10. But binary, it's 1, 0. Now when you say decimal number 3, for binary, the next number made by 1 and 0, that's going to be 11. For decimal 4, after 11, check it out, we don't have anything in between which is made by 1 and 0. So 12, 13, 14, 15, up to 99, we don't have anything which is made by 1 and 0 combination. Directly what we have is 100, 100. So 4 in decimal is represented with 100. Now when you say 5, the next number is immediately available which is made by only 1 and 0, that is 101. So 5 will be represented with 101. 6, it's going to be 110, that is next number made by 1 and 0 combination only. So after 101, it's 110, that's representation for 6. 7 is going to be 111. But once again, after 111, 112, 13, 14, if you go up to 999, nothing in between is a number which is made by only 1 and 0 combination. So for 8, the representation is 1000, that is 1000. And this continues, that is 9, it will be 1001, 10, it will be 1010, that is 1010, and so on. But the problem is we cannot just go on calculating binary, that is converting decimal numbers into binary in this way. Because then if you say 234, find out binary of 234, it's going to be pretty difficult. How I am supposed to make a chart and go up to 234? So for that, we need to understand the basic of the numbering system. Now let's talk about 234 only. If you consider this number, this is a decimal number. So it's made of 3 numbers at this point. So 234. First position we call it units. Second position is tens. And third position is hundreds. So we have already learned that how to express this 234. It's 2 into 100. Then plus 3 into 10. Okay, and last what we have is 4 into 1. So as the numbering system is made of ones and zeros, this position, that is first position, we call it units. Units means 10 raised to 0. The next position is tens, that is 10 raised to 1. And the third position is hundreds, that is 10 raised to 2. So overall I can say that this is 10 raised to 0, second position is 10 raised to 1, and third position is 10 raised to 2. Because the numbering system is made of 10 numbers, that is decimal. Now let's understand binary in this way. Binary is made of only 2 numbers, that is 1 and 0. So that's why the first position in binary has the value of 2 raised to 0. The second position has value of 2 raised to 1. Third position have value of 2 raised to 2, and so on. And if you find out those values, anything raised to 0 is 1. So that's why first position has value of 1. Second position of the bit, it has value of 2 raised to 1, that is 2. Next one is 2 raised to 2, that is 4. Next one is 2 raised to 3, that is 8. Next one is 2 raised to 4, that is 16, 32, 64, 128. So I have created a chart over here. That is, what are the values of respected positions in binary. Currently I am considering 8 bits because normally when we talk about the computers, any character or number in computer is represented with a group of 8 bits. We call it as a byte. So the values of the bits within a byte are given over here. Now let's see how to find out binaries according to that. So these are the values once again written at the top side. So we are having 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64 and 128. So 8 bits with the respected values. Let's say I want to find out binary of 64. Let's start from the simple number. So binary of 64 is this position number 7. It's having value of 64. So what I will do is I will just switch on that bit. That is, I will keep that bit on. So as I'm keeping that bit on means the value of that bit is 64. So 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. This will be the binary of number 64. In short, what I'm trying to explain over here is switch on those bits so that the addition of the bits should be this number, that is decimal number. Let's take another number over here, 70. So 64 we already know is the value of single bit. 64 plus 6, so that is 64, this bit is on. Then 4, that is 64 plus 4, that is 68, and plus 2, that is 70. So binary of 70 is 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. So 64 plus 4 plus 2, that is 70. Now similarly, let's take over here 234, what we talked about earlier. So 234 is, I'm supposed to switch on the bits so that the addition should be 234. So for 234, first position is 128. So I have considered 128 over here. Then second position is 64. So 128 plus 64. Now 128 plus 64, it's 192. Now you guys will need paper and pen to calculate that. Okay, I'm giving you directly over here. So 128 plus 64, it's 192. 192 plus this one, 32. So 192 plus 32, that is 224. 224 plus 8, that is 232, plus 2, that is 234. So together 128 plus 64 plus 32 plus 8 plus 2, that gives you 234. So I'm switching on those bits, that is 128, 64, 32. The bits which are not used are going to be switched off. So I won't require 16 in this case. So I'm keeping it off. So that is 0. Next one is 8. I will require that. So I'm switching it on. 4 I don't require. So I'm keeping it off. 2 I will require. So I'm keeping it on. And last one, 1 I don't require. So I'm keeping it off. So 128 plus 64 plus 32. So that is 1110. 1010. That's going to be binary of 234. So one more example over here, 234. After that, let's take let's say 200. So 200 I will show you over here. So for 200 I will take 1, that is 128. Then I will take 64. Now 128 plus 64 I'm going to show you over here. So 128 plus 64, that is equal to 192. So this is 192 right now. 192 plus how much I require? 192 plus 8 I will require. So 128 plus 64, that's 192. Then after 192 I will require 8. So this one will be 0. The bit of 16 will be 0. I will require only bit of 8. I don't require bit of 4 anymore. Oh, sorry. So this will be 0 again. This will be 0 again. And last one will be also 0. I'm just moving my screen. So together binary of 200 will be 1100, 1 000. So that is 128 plus 64 plus 8. I hope you have got this logic. So what you are supposed to do is get the decimal number and switch on the bit so that addition should come as that decimal number. Thank you for watching. Now let's find out binaries like a pro. I'm going to show you a trick. With this trick, you can find out binaries orally as well. We have our chart ready with us. That is 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64 and 128. Please remember, I'm considering 8 bits because we are dealing with a byte. Always remember this, that a byte is made of 2 nibbles. Nibbles is group of 4 bits. This is called as a nibble. So this is one nibble, this is another nibble. So a byte is made of 2 nibbles. Now, according to our method, let's find out 233, the number, decimal number 233. We have 128 plus 64, that's 192, plus 32, that's 224, plus 8, and that's going to be 232, plus 1, that's 233. So together, if you ask me what's a binary of 233, it's 11101001. That's 233 for you. Similarly, let's say 245. 245 is 128 plus 64, that's 192. 192 plus 32, that's 224, plus 16, that's 240, plus 4, that's 244, plus 1, that's 245. Now, within both examples, you can see that I'm able to find out, I'm able to calculate all these things very fast. How am I able to do that? The trick for that is, to find it out orally, there is a chart. There is a chart of binaries which we need to mug it up. And this chart is nothing but multiples of 16. So we are having 16, 32, 48, 64, 80, 96, 112, and so on. I will just prepare this chart for you, and then we'll see how this chart is going to be helpful for us to calculate the binary literally orally. So multiples of 16, the chart is ready now. You can see 16 is 0001, 4 times 0. 32 is 0010, and so on. We have got it up to 240. Now what happens over here is, as we know, the fifth bit is having value 16, and next is 32, 64 and 128. So for the chart of 16, the next nibble, that is the values of 8, 4, 2 and 1 will never change. So you can see over here, the second nibble in our byte will always remain 0. For all the numbers, that is multiples of 16, second nibble is going to remain 0. Now if we mug up this, and take my word for this, that is, it's not that much difficult. Multiples of 16, it's not difficult. 16, we can remember it very easily because we already know this chart: 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64 and 128. So 16 is a value of single number, 32 is a value of single number, 64 is a value of single number, 128 is a value of single number. It's pretty pretty easy to remember 240 also, because 240 is 4 times 1s. So many numbers are quite easy to remember. But according to this, now how it's going to help us out to find out the binary of numbers like 245. So 245, we already know that it's there. This is the binary of 245. Let's find it out once again, but by using this new method. As I told you that this chart is already been mugged up. So when I get any number, let's say this 245, what I am supposed to remember is what is the previous number amongst multiples of 16, that is out of this chart. So for 245, the previous number is 240. 240 is, I already know that first nibble is 1111. What I can do is, I can simply directly write it down over here. This is 240, so I don't have to calculate it again. And how much further we require to get 245? We require 5 more. So 5 more means I can simply go like 0 1, that's a value of third bit, that is 4 0 1. So this is actually within the second nibble we got value of 5. So in short, this is 240 and plus I will require 5 more. As I know 240, it's pretty easy for me to calculate 5 ahead of that. Let's take another number for practice. Let's take let's say 170. Now if I want to find out binary of 170, I'm supposed to check out that out of this chart which number comes before 170. So you can see over here 170 comes after 160 and before 176. So for 170, binary of 160 is going to be useful for me, and what I'm going to do over here is 1010, that's a binary of 160. I'm going to write it down directly over here. I will simply copy it down. So this is my 160, so I already have 160 ready with me, and what I'm supposed to add in this, ahead of 160 I will require 10. So 10 will be 8, I don't require 4, that will be 12. So I will require 2 and 0. So 8 plus 2. So together this is 160 and this is 10. So that gives you 170. Let's find out one more. Let's say let's get something difficult like okay, 219. So 219, again I'm supposed to check out which value comes prior to 219. So 208 is the one. So 208 is 1101. That's a first nibble. So this is 208 for me. Ahead of 208, further how much I require? You can calculate already also. That is 208 plus 10 is 218 plus 1. That is 11 I will require. So 11 is 8 plus 2 plus 1. This is a binary of 219. So if you can see over here, it's very important to remember multiples of 16. That's going to be your basic requirement. But once you are by-hearted with multiples of 16 up to 240, as you can see, you can find out binaries of all the numbers till 255, that is within 1 byte, very easily. Thank you. So till the point we checked out decimal and how to find out binaries from that. And now we are watching out the third numbering system, that is hex. Now hexadecimal, if you talk about the speciality of this numbering system, it's made of total 16 numbers. So 16, yeah, that is from 0 to 15. Only thing is, instead of using 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, they use the letters A to F. Let's see how it looks like. Now here is a chart. The first column represents decimal, the second one is binary, and the third one is hexadecimal conversion of it. Now if you talk about decimal 0, binary it's going to be 0, hex is going to be 0. Decimal 1, binary 1, hex is going to be 1 only. So from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, everything remains same in hexadecimal. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But after that, 10, what we say in decimal, in hex, it's called as A. 11, it's called as B. 12, that's C. 13, that's D. 14, that's E. And 15, that's F. As you can see, the binary conversion is also listed over here. 10, it's 1010. 11, 101, anyways, you already know this. 12, 1100, 1101, 1110, and 4 times 1s, that's 15, that is F. Now the question is how to find out hexadecimal from our regular binary. Let's see. Now here, just for the example, we have considered the number 220. Now we already know how to find out binary of this. 220, it's 1101, that is 1101 means 128 plus 64, that's 192. 192 plus 16, that's 208. And 208 plus 8 plus 4, that is 12. 208 plus 12, that's 220. So anyway, this is a binary of 220, 1101, 1100. Now I want to find out hex of this particular decimal, that is 220. Now for that, as I can find out binary very easy, that is orally, so I have found it out. And then this binary, that is together it's one byte, which is made of two nibbles. So I'm going to distribute it first nibble and second nibble. So this one is the first nibble, that is from our left hand side, it's 1101, that's the first nibble, and second nibble, that is 1100. Now if you check out these two nibbles independently, let's go back to the chart. This is 1101, that is the first nibble. Let's see what is the value of 1101. So if you check out this 1101, it's actually 13, and the hexadecimal conversion of this 13 is D. So for the first nibble, the conversion is going to be D. And the second nibble is 1100. So if you talk about 1100, here it is 1100, that's 12, and 12 means hexadecimal, the representation of 12 is C. So second nibble comes out to be C. So pretty simple, what we got over here is the first nibble got converted into hexadecimal character of D, and the second nibble got converted into the hexadecimal character of C. So in short, the conversion comes out to be DC. That's it. Finished. So we have number 220. We found out of binary of this particular number 220. Binary got distributed into two nibbles. The first nibble value comes out to be D, and the second nibble value comes out to be C. And DC is the hexadecimal conversion of number 220. Let's find out one more. Let's take the number, alright, let's say 190. 190, binary of 190 is going to be 1011 1110. How it comes out? 1011, we know our chart, it comes out to be 176, and plus 842, that is 14. So 176 plus 14, that's 190. Now let's distribute that. Our first nibble, it's 1011, and second nibble, it's 1110. Now the value of first nibble 1011, let's check out the chart. 1011, that's our 11. 11 means hexadecimal conversion is B. So for the first nibble, it's B, and for the second nibble is 1110, that's going to be 14. I will show you. So this is 1110, that is 14. 14 means it's E. So the second nibble comes out to be E. So very simple, hexadecimal conversion of our number will be BE, and that's it.